Hey guys, are you looking for a new smartphone and the smartphone should be in the budget segment? Then you came in the right video. Please don't skip this video and watch till the end. In this video, I summarized 5 smartphones, 4 from the Realme, 1 from the Redmi. So please watch till the end. Hey guys, I am Paul. You are watching Technology and Paul. Let's go. So at first, the Realme. In the Realme, we get 5 interesting phones. Recently, the Realme launched these phones, the Realme X. Realme X actually comes with the Snapdragon 710 chipset, 6GB and 8GB of the RAM variant, 128GB and 256GB of the storage. But the most important feature, the Super AMOLED Full HD display and the in-display fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is of optical type. Primary camera is 48 megapixel and along with the 5 megapixel depth sensor. The secondary selfie camera, which is a pop-up camera. As this phone has a pop-up camera, you get larger screen. There is no notch, no cutout. It comes with a Type-C port, single bottom spanning speaker, 27 watt fast charger, which is a VOOC charger, and more interestingly, 3.5 mm headphone jack. Now comes the Realme 5 Pro. Realme 5 Pro comes with a Snapdragon 712 chipset, which is slightly powerful than Snapdragon 710 chipset in the category of the clock speed, but it doesn't hamper your day-to-day activities. It comes with 4GB and 6GB of the RAM, 64GB, 128GB of the internal storage. It comes with quad camera setup, 48 megapixel primary camera, 8 megapixel wide angle lens, 2 megapixel for the depth, 2 megapixel for the macro shots. Front is the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protected for both these phones, right? Now the most interesting feature is it doesn't have the Super AMOLED display as that of the Realme X, but this also have the dewdrop notch, right? So this has a Full HD plus IPS LCD screen with a 16 megapixel front camera, which is housed in a dewdrop notch. And if you see the price for these two phones, Realme X and Realme 5 Pro, Realme X, the base variant is priced as 16,999 and the Realme 5 Pro, the base variant is priced at around 13,999. So if your budget is around 15,000 rupees or under 15,000 rupees strictly, then you should go for the Realme 5 Pro. But if your budget is around 16,000 rupees or 17,000 rupees, then you should go for the base variant of the Realme X, because base variant of the Realme X will give you much better experience of Super AMOLED display, pop-up camera, in-display fingerprint scanner, right? So you should go for the Realme X if you have higher budget. Now comes to the next two phones, Realme 5 and the Redmi Mi A3. Now Realme 5 and Redmi Mi A3, both these phones are powered by Snapdragon 665 processor, 4GB and 6GB of RAM for the Mi A3, and the Realme 5 comes with 4GB of RAM only. Both of these have the 64GB variant and the Realme 5 has the 128GB variant extra. You can expand the memory by the by the SD card separately, that is dedicated SD card slot for the Realme 5, but there is no dedicated SD card slot for the Mi A3. There is actually combined with a SIM. So if you have to use 2 nano SIMs or 1 SIM and 1 SD card. After this comes the camera. In the camera department, I think the Mi A3 comes with a superior camera features than Realme 5 Pro and the Realme 5. find 48 megapixel camera in the as a primary camera, along with that 8 megapixel of the wide angle and 5 megapixel for the depth. It does an excellent job in the camera department. But what is the down point? Both of these, Realme 5 and the Redmi Mi A3, both of these have a HD plus screen. This HD plus screen makes it a downside for this Mi A3 and Realme Mi A3, because Mi A3 is priced at around 13,000 rupees. At this price segment, we actually expect full HD plus screen. But one thing is important, Mi give the Super AMOLED display and in-display fingerprint scanner. So it is a very interesting feature for these 13,000 rupees. So we have to compromise with the HD plus screen, right? We don't get the full HD plus, we get the HD plus screen. There is Type-C port for the Mi A3. There is only micro USB slot for the Realme 5. There is fast charging support, but no fast charger come in the box for the Mi A3, but there is no fast charging support for the Realme 5. The back camera of the Realme 5 is much downgrade, much less capable than the Mi A3, because the Realme 5 has 12 megapixel of the primary camera. It has actually quad camera setup, but that camera setup is not as powerful as the Mi A3. And more important thing, Mi A3 has the stock Android at a very cheap price segment, at a very budget price segment. It has a stock Android, and this is the first time Mi A series come in this price segment. It has a HD plus screen, but that doesn't matter. You get this stock Android experience with a superior camera quality, along with that in-display fingerprint scanner and the Super AMOLED screen. Most important thing, Mi A3 comes with notification LED. No other phone has notification LED. If you need a notification LED, you should go for the Mi A3. So actually Mi A3 is unique in many features. Among these Realme, which makes it different from the Realme phones. You can get Mi A3 if you want stock Android, if you want superior camera features at a very budget price segment. If you want the in-display fingerprint scanner and Super AMOLED display at 13,000 rupees, then you can go for this price, this variant. At 12,999 rupees, you get 4GB and 64GB variant of the Mi A3. At 14 or 15,000 rupees, you get the 6GB and 64GB of the Mi A3. Actually this Mi A3, after coming from the Mi A2, it brings back the 3.5mm headphone jack. So I think that Mi A3 is a very interesting phone. It can compete with Realme 5 and Realme 5 Pro. Realme 5 Pro has quad camera setup, Realme 5 has quad camera setup, but those quad camera setup is much lesser, much less capable than the than the Mi A3, because Mi has a superior grade of the camera quality. So finally, if you want to choose, if you have a very strict budget, Realme 5. If you have under 15,000 price segment, you can consider both Realme 5 Pro, Mi A3. If you have a higher price, then you go for the Realme X. But I will always suggest go for the Mi A3. It will give you best value for money. I am nothing to tell about which phone you should buy, but I always suggest Mi A3 is one of the best smartphone in my point of view. So please let me know in the comments down below which smartphone do you like. Actually Realme comes with the fast charging support along with the fast charger in the box. That makes this phone different from the Mi A3, right? So at the end of this video, if you like this video, give this video a huge thumbs up. Along with this, share this video with those who now want to buy a new smartphone under the budget segment. Subscribe my channel to be updated about the smartphones and other gadgets. And bye bye.